Good morning. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Sachse. We are here for our 10 o'clock meditation. We're going to go for about half an hour. We've shortened it just a little bit to give a little more time in between this and our service, which starts at 11 local time here. We're in Central Time. And you won't want to miss that. It's always a treat and very enlightening. So let's relax together. Get comfortable in your chair, if you will. Let's breathe. Take some nice deep breaths and just take the time to settle in. Let's breathe in that breath of God. New life, a new day, brand new unwritten day. And let's breathe out the week. Locally, we've been dealing with weather or other issues, be it power issues or anything else that you may have concerns about, family things, anything at all that crosses your mind. Just imagine you're breathing it out and setting it aside for this time. Whatever you need to focus on, it'll come back later when you need to. But let's be willing to set it aside right now. So we breathe in that breath of life, that breath of God, the brand new day, shiny new. And breathe out cares, concerns, worries for others, worries for anything. Just let's let it go. And as you breathe in again, feel that air of possibility, charged with life. How incredible. It knows exactly where to go in your body to lift, to give you life. And breathe out. Again, your body knows how to let go of what it doesn't need, and it does so. Breathe in the breath of life. And imagine it's that you're pouring such pure, clean energy through your system that as you continue to breathe, soon the air comes clean as you breathe out as well. You feel purified and you settle deeper. If you need to move your shoulders or anything to get more comfortable, imagine you let your stomach unclench. Sometimes we don't even know we did that until we let it go. Or our throat. Anywhere you carry tension, just kind of scan your body and let it go. Even your eyes, sometimes you just have to let them relax, even closed. And let's see a pinpoint of light in the center of our being. And that pinpoint of light grows as we give it our attention. And we begin to feel the warmth from this glow. You focus all of your attention on it and you feel the purity in it. Now, so often we feel we're reaching for love, we're reaching for peace. But let's imagine that we're dropping into it. It's something that already exists within us. And it just requires us to stop resisting it and drop into that good which you already are. Already within you dwells the peace of God. Go there. All the love that you seek, right there within. Walk into it, step into it, drop into it. Feel your heart relax, any resistance or walls that you felt. You are perfectly, completely safe in this moment of time. This is where you need to be right now. So you have decided. You choose peace. You choose love. And that is where we are in this time. Let's give that a moment. And feel that as you embrace this energy, you may feel little shifts in your body. Your spine may feel straighter. Again, you'll feel tensions relax. And imagine that truly all you have to do is say yes and accept, and the good rushes in. And I feel as though our guides, our guidance, the love of God celebrates when we do this. It's like they've been waiting for us to open those doors and welcome them in, that energy in. That's always there. It's we open the doors in our hearts to experience this good. And this abundance of good rushing in, reminding us who we truly are. You are light. You are love. And yes, sometimes the world cries out for our attention, for things that we need to deal with or do. But we come to center as frequently and deeply as possible, so that those choices through the day can still be directed from this love. That busyness can have a joy about it rather than a frustration. And then we come to peace and make sure that we give ourselves the gift of renewal. You lay down to sleep at night for your body, but let's do that for our spirit too. That we take that time apart to refill. And so in this moment, we're going to step into beauty, because beauty lifts our hearts. And so I ask you to envision a gorgeous place, something that lifts your spirits in the physical. I like tropical, some people like mountains. Whatever right now would lift you, go there in your mind's eye and let it lift your spirits. See the vastness of the beauty. This is a gift of God. I truly believe we are wired to love the beauty of the earth so that it will feed our spirits. This creation, this raw expression of the divine. How much more vast and beautiful is our Creator if this is the creation of that mind and heart. And the awe with which we look at the horizon and that which is under our feet and in our hands, how much more does God look upon us and appreciate the beauty of His creation? That each and every one of us is precious to the all. collectively, we are this earth and more. So give yourself a moment. What are you seeing that lifts your spirits? You know how you look when you see something beautiful and you just take a big breath and you let out a sigh. Oh, wow. And you take it all in, the colors, the sights, the sounds, even the scents on the air. And you reach and take something into your hand. And you feel that hum of the ground around you. Mother Earth, always moving, always changing, and always there nurturing. And you lay back in perfect comfort to feel that energy throughout your body, that hum. Feel that support. And as you let yourself be aware of that, you feel even more like a personal blessing from Mother Earth, an acknowledgement of your awareness, an appreciation for your life, nurturing and sustaining. Let's be there for a moment and take it in. I love the thought that we cannot fall outside of God. You are safe in the arms of. How much would we really relax if we knew this to be true with our whole hearts? You are a creation of God. You are sustained by the love of God. It's the love of goodness itself that provides everything you need to be alive and to thrive. And let's put your attention in this moment on your solar plexus. There are many emotions we store there. We carry worry and fear. If something happens, we tend to take it in the gut. So let's just direct some energy there of release. That we forgive ourselves, our reactions. That we forgive others for their oversights, rudeness, anything at all that we feel has been done to us. In this moment, let's just pour some green, clear light to this area, soft, healing energy. And let's just imagine that it's just purging the energy out of this area. It's sort of a loading dock of emotions. And we're saying, we're clearing it out. What we need goes where it needs to be. What we don't need, we just let go of. We say that prayer. Vicki, will you say that Ho'oponopono prayer?
I love you.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me. Thank you. This is a wonderful prayer to do in general, but it's wonderful for clearing that solar plexus. Let's just let those words resonate in your heart for a moment and in your gut. Let it go. And as we release, then the desire comes forward to want to do good in the world, to love and to cherish and to glow that light. Let's imagine we are embracing all those ones in need at this time. Locally, we know many, but also around our country and around the world. Let's imagine all those in need, their basic needs met first. That they have shelter, that they have food, that they have water, that they are warm and comfortable, that they are healthy, that they have the resources to heal. Let's see the abundance of the earth and see it going to wherever it most needs to be in this time. That love and kindness prevail. Love and kindness. That all of the children of goodness, meaning all of us, we are all sons and daughters of goodness itself, that we are inspired to heal and to bless each other. What can I give? What can I do? How can I love? And know that the many minds for good around the world praying for each other are joined by our guides, our angels, however you envision that. Ones beyond our sight that also pray for us and embrace us, that seek to inspire us. We open and welcome their energy, joining it with ours as we seek and find ways to bless. Let's step back in our mind's eye as though we're seeing the whole planet. And again, feel the radiance of that green healing light surrounding the entire planet, going wherever it needs to go. Just as when we breathe, we don't have to tell our body where to put that oxygen and nutrients from the air. It knows what to do with it. Let's just pour that green light over the planet and know it goes where it needs to go. It gives life and healing and upliftment wherever it is needed. There is a divine intelligence. There is an order that knows how to work out the details. We just provide our intention of good, our conscious blessing. We see ones comforted. We see things working out for them. We see others inspired to do wonderful, moving things that affect not just the one they bless, but many others who look and are inspired and lifted by their actions. We see ones accepting gracefully, knowing they are not lesser, but it's an ebb and flow that they in turn can turn around and bless others. We always get a chance to pay it forward. So when it's your turn to receive, receive graciously. You have given that other person an opportunity to be the giver, and that is a blessing. And then you in turn, in the divine time, maybe not in that moment, but in divine timing, you will turn and have ones to give to of yourself. We can always give our intention for good. And as we do, as we think with higher minds, creative ideas come into play. And we are inspired. So let's attune our physical bodies now, because we want to be like that divine antenna. We want to reach higher and higher frequencies, and the way we do that is by refining a higher perception. We remember who we are, and whose we are, as they say. Think of the people in this room and how much you love each other, and we reach out to those who may be listening online as well. If you're here, there is a part of you that so desires good. We bless you for that. For whatever place you are on your pathway. That's all an illusion anyway, right? We can never really determine that. We just keep moving forward and keep attuning higher. So let's feel into that center of our being again. Release any other tensions that may have crept in. Drop into that space in your heart and in your gut where that glow of life lives. Think of how much you are lifted and touched by kindnesses. That would not be so if you were not born of goodness. When you look in the mirror, you need to recognize that you are made of light. See that light in your eyes. Recognize that God dwells in this being. And let yourself see this when you look into the eyes of the next person. Your beloved, easy, but pour that reflection back to help to lift their vision of themselves, to ease and comfort them. And let's imagine collectively that we look into eyes of those who maybe seem a lot harder to love, or who resist love as a concept. Let's imagine that we pour acceptance into them, not for their deeds or words that may be harmful or hurtful, but for the fact that we know they are on a path. That we know, we believe with all of our hearts that at some point in time, they will feel a spark of the divine that is genuine, that is not phony, that is not made up, based in ego, but rather comes from a space of truly wanting to connect with goodness, to feel kindness, to feel compassion. Sometimes we only see that love in someone when they're turning to their pets, but when you do, recognize that's a start. That's a place to start. That is the spark. Sometimes that opens the heart, and then they are willing to raise their eyes and see that value in another human being. It's easy to love the lovable. Let's challenge ourselves. We don't have to be best friends with everyone that we don't resonate with. That's okay. But we want to wish them well. We want to believe they'll get it at some point in time. And so whether it's a friend or relative that you see struggling, or someone you hear about on the news, or someone that you just know is having a hard time, let's just pour energy into their spiritual bank account at this time. We know they have free will, but let there be so much light and love and joy and beauty surrounding them that it begins to become irresistible to them to choose higher. That so much kindness is put out into the world that it's hard to miss. That's the billboard. The billboard is for goodness. And it makes it a little bit less of an enticement to resist and becomes magnetic to accept. And for ourselves, if we're dealing with any kind of habits or difficulties, we feel ourselves irresistibly drawn to that which will bless us and let all other things fall away. I'm thinking particularly of what I choose to eat, but there may be other things going through your mind, just that we're drawn to those things that bless us, whatever habits that may be. Whatever will bless and lift, we are drawn to it irresistibly. Our good is drawn to us, waiting, as I said before, that it's just waiting to pour in. It's waiting for our yes, and the abundance is unlimited. That which we seek seeks us. That love that we are loves us. The peace that we are would settle us in and comfort us. So imagine now that all of these thoughts have lifted your awareness, have refined your vibration. So what you send out has power packed behind it. The power of light and love, of discernment, of action. And that which you perceive is higher, clearer. Understanding comes more easily. Forgiveness is a given of self and others. The truth of our being is so much more than we can imagine, but let's keep imagining. Because it's like unwrapping a gift every day. The light of God. And as we face the light of God, the shadow falls behind. We do not even see it, perceive it, or dwell in it. We turn our face to the light. So as we allow ourselves to gently become a part of this physical experience again, remember as you walk forth, anytime you feel a sense of unease or difficulty, let's just remind ourselves, I turn my face to the light of God, and all else falls behind. Very gently bring your movement into your hands and feet. Take deeper breaths. As you move through the day, you are blessed, you are loved, you are light itself, and all is truly well, and everything is always working out for us. We let it be so. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. Come back in half an hour and enjoy the service. Walk in love. Namaste.